always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Orphea, and I'm back with you with another video. So for all of my new subscribers, welcome to the Trophy Nation. And for all of my existing subscribers, guys, thank you so much for your continued love and support. And for all of those who are not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button along with the post notification bell so that y'all can be notified as soon as I drop these videos. Hold up, I'm getting some messages. Okay, so anyways, for today's video, I am going to be responding to some more comments. I wanted to do other videos. I did a photo shoot. I wanted to do a video for that, but everything got all cramped up and everything. But yeah, that's besides the point. Excuse my appearance. If you don't like it, bite me, because I just don't feel like it. I really don't. I really don't. Anyways, I got a comment way back, and hey Tommy, oh, say hi, Tommy, say hi, say hi, say hi, say hi. Tommy don't want to say hi to nobody. I love my kitty. I had him from he was a kitten. So yeah. What? What? Okay, so one of the questions that I've gotten was, how do I have so many questions to ask? Like, how do I keep coming up with new questions? And the answer to that is, there are certain questions that you can use over and over again without any ramifications. Questions like, what's your name, where you're from, can you send me a picture, what are you doing right now, are all questions that you can literally ask a million times and there's no ramifications for that. So coming up with questions are not hard. It's just a matter of reading the messages, and if somebody asks you, what do you like to do for fun, I will respond, and then I'll ask them back what they like to do for fun, stuff like that. So coming up with questions, they're just some universal questions that when you feel like you have ran out of questions, you can just ask those main questions. What's your name, where you're from, can you send me a picture, oh, I would love to have another picture of you, can you send me one more, things like that. So for me, running out of questions is just not an option on that standpoint, because there's just some fallback questions you can always go to. There's just always some go-to questions you can always ask. Now, currently we're switching over from communicating on Skype to communicating on Rocket. So yeah, I was having a bit of problem with that and going over, but now it's all fixed and I'm all good and I'm all ready to send messages. Now, Dior sent me a message saying that she tried to send 600 messages in a day, but it take her like 10 hours and no sleep. Baby girl, when you're working for yourself, you basically have no sleep. That's one right there. And not saying that it should take you 10 hours to send that amount of messages, because it's all up to the amount of messages you can send per hour. For me, like when I just started, I could barely send those messages. I'd be lucky if I got off, what was it, 2,000 messages in a week. I was lucky if I was able to do that. Now I can bag like 3,000, 4,000 messages in a week if I really put my mind to it. But if I dedicate myself like that, it's gonna take a lot of my time up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now for me, I can send approximately I can send anywhere between 60 and 100 messages per hour, sorry. So anywhere between 60 and 100 messages per hour, I can send that. And it is quite easy for me to do that because the number of characters that I have to send is not so much. I keep telling y'all, it depends on the number of characters you have. So if you're gonna aim for 600 and you know you can only send 50 messages per hour, then you're gonna have to work long and hard to get that 600. But if you're like me and you know you can send anywhere, for example, if I want to send 700 messages per day, which was 709 or something like that, I wanted to send in order to get to 15K messages for the month. Based off the time that I was in the month, that is, I had already done 2 weeks out of the month. I have 2 more weeks left, and when I subtracted what I had from the 15, I would need to send 709 messages a day. And for me to send that 709 messages a day, I would need to send 88 messages per hour for 8 hours. You get where I'm going with this? So I have to dedicate, for every hour that I decide that I'm going to sit down, I have to be completely focused to make sure that I do not miss a beat, that I send at least a minimum of 88 messages for that hour. After that hour of power messaging, I take a break, I get some water, I walk around, I probably play a movie for half an hour, then I go back in and I power message again for another hour until I've done all 8 hours to get my 88 messages. Of course, like I said, I can manage to send anywhere between 60 to 100 messages per minute. I can manage to do that, and it all depends on the length of the messages I get too. That's why I can average between 60 to 100 messages. Because if somebody send me hi, boom, out the park, I just start da 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 da. I'm done. And but if somebody send me something elaborate, like an entire book of Enoch that I gotta read, then I make the computer read that for me, and then I have to pick specific pinpoints that I do respond to their questions, so I'm not babbling on about nothing and it doesn't relate to what they're saying to me. So yeah, that's the reason why I can average that. So I need to be completely in the zone for that entire hour, and then after that I take a break, and then I start back again and I take another break. Now, even though I set my goal for 15,000 messages per month, I don't set that goal every month, because it is going to be tiring, it is going to be draining. When I set my goal for that per month, then I gotta make sure that I'm really and truly focused on how I'm gonna go about sending it. And even when I set that goal, sometimes I don't even get the 15. I get 12 or 10. If I'm lucky, 13 sometimes, you know. But I set the bar high so that I can land on a high amount. Now, you also made mention of how do I manage to do both camming and texting at the same time. So when I'm texting to, you know, have time to not be wasting my time, to not feel like I'm sitting around my camera waiting. And as I've said in previous videos, as it relates to my camming, I don't sit in free chat. What I do, I go directly to paid chat. So you have to pay to come see me, to chat with me. And you have to pay me. I get paid per minute on camming, right? So if somebody asks to enter my cam room and I accept them, then of course I'm going to stop texting and I'm going to pay attention to them. But I'm not sitting in free chat trying to entertain a bunch of men for free, hoping that they are going to ask me for a private. No, I'm directly in private. As a matter of fact, I can't do free because of the category I'm under. I can't do free. It's just straight to paid. And I'm in paid, and there's no one. If there's no one in there with me, what am I gonna do? Sleep? Nothing. I'm either gonna be sleeping, eating, or watching a movie. So why not text in that time? That's the reason why I have so much doing. So I text message, and until someone comes in my room. This is where you prioritize, because in texting they pay you a couple cents per message, right? But in camming, I get paid $2 and a couple cents, $2.80 per minute. You get where I'm going with this? So if I send one message per minute, I'm only making what, 6-7 cents per message. Meanwhile, when I'm camming, I'm making $2.80 per minute. So of course, I'm gonna choose camming over texting. So I'm gonna pause my texting and go into chat and chat with that person. And it don't necessarily, at that point, I'm not gonna hit. If I was planning on sending, let's say 500 messages for that day, I'm not gonna hit 500 messages for that day because I spent my time maximizing on my camming because someone came in and requested to have a free to have a chat with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prioritize. I make more money per minute camming than I do texting. So I'm gonna take my cam calls and I'm gonna deal with my cam customers first, and then after that I'll go back to texting. So realistically, if I say I want to send 600 messages a day and I'm camming and someone comes into my chat, I'm not going to be sending 600 messages, boo-boo. I'll probably send 300. I'll probably send 200. I'll probably even send 33 messages for that day. That's the reality. You just got to know how to prioritize which one is more lucrative for you. So it's going to be the one that you're going to be paying attention to more. You can't get overly greedy because then you will lose out on a lot of sleep and be working around the clock. Like, I've done it where I've worked around the clock, so I know what I'm saying. So you gotta just prioritize when it comes to camming and texting. So I'm sitting texting my heart out, and when somebody comes in my cam room, I stop texting and I go straight on to camming, and I cam until they're done with me. Then I go right on back to texting, and then when I feel like taking a break, I take a break. So the honest to God truth of it is, even if I decide that I want to send 12,000, 15,000 messages for the month, the honest fact of it is, sometimes I send 8,000. Sometimes I send only 10. Sometimes I do get to 11. Sometimes I get to 13. It all depends on what you got to do in that specific day. There are times when texting is going to be slow, and there are times when camming are going to be slow. But hopefully they're not slow simultaneously. Hopefully when camming is slow, texting is going really well. And when texting is slow, camming is going real well. That's what you want to hope for at the end of the day. So it's really about prioritizing and not going above and beyond your limit. You still need a break. You still need to rest. And if I do like work around the clock for 1 month, you best believe next month I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. Next month I am literally taking it nice and easy. Yes, I still want to make money, but I'm gonna take it nice and easy for the next month. So if I sent 12 or 13,000 messages last month, and I know I worked hard for that, and I'm tired, the following month I'm probably only gonna send 8 or 10,000 messages that following month, just so that I can, get proper rest and relaxation. So you just gotta he doesn't want me to kiss him. I don't really want to kiss his dirty belly either. Yeah, so you just basically gotta prioritize in terms of doing that, and know that you need to stay within your limits. So if all you can send per day is 200 messages, send your 200 messages, boo-boo. With time, your speed is going to improve, and you're going to start sending 300 and 400 and 500. And also the other thing that you need to incorporate, savings into your monthly routine when you get that money. You need to, when you know you work hard this month to make X amount of money, you make sure that you take out a certain amount and put aside. Don't spend it all once you get it, because then you're just going to have to start all over and work your butt off the following month to make that same amount of money. Save some of it, invest some of it, like for me personally, I do investments. I don't really save, because saving money does not, you don't get interest on your money anymore. So I don't even save money. I invest my money now. So I put my money in my investment account and invest that. And then of course you're gonna put some money aside for your spending money and for whatever other bills and duties that you have. But that plays a big part in it. You gotta learn to budget as well, so that each coming month you don't have to work as hard as the month before, and you will still have money in your pocket. So that's my 2 cents. That's my tip. I hope it helped. I hope you found this to be a valuable information. If you all like this video, don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And I love y'all. Say bye, Tommy. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye, Tommy. Say bye. Say bye, Tommy. Bye. Say bye. Nah, he just want to chill on my lap. I love y'all. Bye.